We arrived at the cruise port of Marseille, France. For some reason, I love finding the places in a city that have the best view. So, you guessed it, I decided to visit the most popular structure in the city with the beautiful Virgin Mary statue on top. The iconic landmark of Notre-Dame de la Garde Basilica is at the top of the hill where you can get a breathtaking view of the city below. Come along with us as we explore the vibrant cruise port of Marseille, France.
Hello and welcome. I am Trinice West, and this is my husband, Kevin. We recently retired, and our channel is all about our retirement journey, our travels across the U.S. and throughout the world. Join us on our adventures.
We were on the MSC Grandiosa cruise ship, and our first port was the city of Marseille, France. What I've discovered is if you're going to DIY a port, it is best to select one or two things to do. Walk around and get a good feel or vibe for a place, and finally boogie back to the ship so you don't miss your boat. Now, when you get off the ship, Uber is not available, so we could take a taxi or use the MSC shuttle bus services that take you to the city center for a small fee. I thought that MSC did a great job of allowing you to visit each port inexpensively if your budget doesn't allow for huge, expensive excursions. So we got on the shuttle bus and headed to the city. You could see the majestic basilica in the distance, towering above the city. It was a beautiful, crisp morning, but it was freezing. So we tried to wrap up as much as possible with several layers of clothing and our hoodies over our heads. Oh, Marseille, France was bitterly cold.
So we got off the MSC cruise ship, and we're here in Marseille. And beautiful morning. It's very chilly, and we're trying to find something to eat because the breakfast this morning on MSC was terrible. It was like a cattle call. I was trying to see if I can take a picture of it tomorrow. You guys see. And unfortunately, it's 12 noon, so there is no. Really haven't been able to find any like a cafe that serves pastries. Everyone's transitioned to lunchtime already, so we'll see what we get. But very beautiful city so far.
Now, we usually try to eat at restaurants away from the touristy areas. Those are some of the best places to eat. So we left the marina area where the shuttle bus dropped us off and moved over to some side streets. We couldn't find anything, so we settled on this restaurant with a kind of a hippish vibe. Well, the cappuccino was great, but the food that I got was terrible. Kevin played it safe and just ordered toast, and I got a slice of pistachio cake that looked scrumptious in the display case, but tasted awful. We just wanted a nice French pastry that morning. We left the restaurant and got back on the main drag and started looking for a way to get to the basilica. Well, wouldn't you know it? There were delicious looking French pastry shops all along the route. Ugh, we didn't win that round.
So we're still walking. We just made this turn going up to the Notre-Dame place. And it's starting to get a little winded. It's been about 15 minutes so far. But enjoying our walk in these French streets. It's beautiful, but gosh, it's chilly. So we're trying to walk up to the Notre-Dame Basilica, and it's a hill. Fortunately, we've been doing a lot of steps on the 2 cruises that we've been on, and it's actually easier than I thought. See what I think once I get to the top. So we're walking up this hill, and I just happened to glance across the street and see this sign. And so I'm assuming you go this way. We have about 3 hours before we need to be back at the shuttle stop. So, oh, that we'll miss our ship, but wow. Okay, that's going to be an interesting climb. Okay, I'm tired. I'm so tired. But unfortunately, I don't think there's an Uber that we can take from here. It's one of those things. You can't turn back now. I'll turn the camera around. You see how much further we have to go. Maybe I'll stay on that hill. So this is a view from the top. Stunning.
The Notre-Dame de la Garde Basilica sits on the highest natural point in Marseille, France. It overlooks the city and the Mediterranean Sea. You will find limestone, intricate mosaics, marble sculptures, and stained glass windows. Of course, you can't miss the colossal gilded statue of the Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus atop the bell tower, symbolizing protection and watchfulness over this city.
So that was the train we were trying to catch. And there's also a city bus and a hop-on, hop-off bus that you can take. We made it. So hopefully the climb down will be a lot easier. When you're going down, look for these little signs. I'm not sure how to say that. Place Castellane.
By the time that we got down to the bottom, we were ready to eat. We had a meager breakfast that morning, and the climb to the Basilica worked up quite an appetite. I hate when we do this, but we picked the first place that had a decent rating, a pizza place. We figured that it would be hard to mess that up, but I was disappointed that we didn't have time to get a great French meal. The food was actually good and the service was great. Of course, as luck would have it, we saw the little touristic train and the bus information as we walked along the marina. Too bad we didn't see it before we walked up that hill. Oh well, we were able to get in a lot of steps and great exercise. So, if you want to use these modes of transportation, this is where you would pick it up along the marina. Kevin and I headed back to the ship so that we could thaw out. Marseille was a beautiful city, but it was very cold. We enjoyed the wonderful views from the Basilica, and we were happy that we were able to see this beautiful structure. It is one of the most visited places in Marseille. Thanks so much for watching our video today. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we hope to see you in the next video. Safe travels, everyone.